I'm starting the meeting. Greetings, everyone, my fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to the meeting number 172 of Online Chalk and Duster Toastmaster Club. Being the sergeant at all, myself, Toastmaster Ravinder Kaur, it's my pleasure to be the first speaker for today's. Let me reiterate the club mission of Toastmasters. The mission of Toastmaster Club is to provide a positive and sportive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before we begin the meeting, please switch off your cell phone or set them on the silent mode. Thank you. Please avoid crosstalk during the meeting, especially when speaker is speaking. Now, without taking much time, with a huge round of applause, let me change my hat from Sergeant at Arms to President, presiding officer of the day. So being a presiding officer, let me open meeting number 172. As today is our last meeting of 2024 and we four are here. So let's enjoy and learn something new from this meeting. Let me introduce someone who is having a wonderful topic that is related to New Year resolution. He is none other than banker by profession. He is marathon runner. None other than, let me invite Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pravat. Over to you.
Thank you very much, President and Presiding Officer of the day, Toastmaster Ravinder Kaur. Thank you once again, and welcome all my dear speakers and friends. For many years, we have been listening and have been through the journey of New Year resolutions. But how much time do we really spare to think over? When the New Year comes, only then we plunge into the resolutions. So here, I would like to ask some of you, why New Year is chosen for making the resolutions? Though we take decisions during the course of the year, but why we usually choose the end of the old year for the resolutions to start for the new year? Why we choose this time at the end of this calendar year for taking resolutions for the new year? Any of feedback, Ravinder?
As 31st will be the 365th day of the year. So we know how we spent these 365 days. Then we will plan for the upcoming 365, what we will do. I know some people love to make resolution, but still after the end of January, or go to mess. But still we make this.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. We'll come to know later when we will be discussing this in details. But now coming back to Toastmaster Manoj, so could you share in a nutshell which resolutions you want to choose that maximum people would most likely to
Come again, which resolution I should pick up, which maximum people are going to?
You want to choose that maximum people would most likely to continue in the new year.
Okay. It's quite simple. Healthy and happiness, 2H. So everybody wants to be happy, everybody wants to be healthy. And a lot of people related to this, they take a lot of decisions, a lot of resolutions. Yes, I'm going to hit the gym. I'm go for a walk. I'll stop smoking. I'll stop drinking. So all this are related to these two basic foundation of resolution 2H.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So precisely mentioned that happiness and
health.
That's awesome. Because both of them are complementary though, and both are equally important in everyone's life. Now coming to Gaurav, how many times New Year resolutions have been repeated, and yours might have discussed with your friends, and how many times the same resolution is being repeated every year because the underlying assumption is it has not been fulfilled or realized to its potential, especially which resolution.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pravat, and I really thank you for touching this sensitive topic because at every end of the year, I resolve first thing to go to the gym and work out on my health. So that is point number one, and point number two is to increase the savings level. So these two things that I resolve to do every year, which I do it for 1 or 2 months, then it fades away, and then in the mid of the year again I will get some picture, then I will become some active again, and then maybe during the festival time again it vanishes completely, and then there is sort of a guilty feeling that's come to my mind by November and December, and by last week of December again I resolve to take these two steps again. First, to focus on the health, join a gym or do a physical activity regularly a day, and increase and focus on the savings level.
Thank you very much for your candid confession and sharing this before us, all of us, because we are, a very closely held community. And I had asked a second question to it. What is the similar trend among your friends or the people you know? Maybe this might be for someone, maybe some health, maybe similar sort of investment and savings and exercise and all that. But later on, we will come to this when we'll be discussing it further. So to take this meeting forward and to explain the theme of this evening through my platform, the Toastmaster of the Days platform, I will take it forward subsequently. But before that, I would like to bring upon those important stakeholders without whom the meeting would be incomplete. So to support today's meeting, I have general evaluator for this evening, which is none other than myself. So I will be taking the role of general evaluator this today evening, and I will be minutely observing the progress of the meeting throughout the course of the meeting, and also would present my evaluation when the Toastmaster of the day calls me for the evaluation, and I would be keenly evaluating the speakers, the all the role players, and precisely submit my report towards the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. And besides the general evaluator, I have my tag team, without which the meeting would be bland, would be tasteless, because we are here for a continuous path of learning and growth. And for this learning and growth, a review is must. For this review, we have timers, A for our counter and G for grammarian. So as a timer, I have chosen to take the role of timer, and for our counter, Toastmaster Manoj has voluntarily taken up the role. And for the grammarian, Toastmaster Gaurav has taken the role of grammarian. So I would request the timer to introduce yourself and the role of the timer to the club for the consumption of all. Thank you, Toastmasters of the day. Sorry. Thank you, General Evaluator. Sorry. Thank you, Toastmasters of the day. I am the timer of the timer. I am Pravat Ranjan Behra. I have taken the role of a timer. Time is life. If you spare some time, you have spared part of your life. So it is better to make use of the time optimally and to improve one's productivity. So here in the Toastmaster platform, I would be minutely observing each one's time taken for completion of the role, and the prepared for a prepared speech, the timing would be 5 to 7 minutes. At completion of the 5 minutes, I will flash the green card. At the end of 6th minute, I will flash the orange card, and at the end of the 7th minute, I will flash the red card. And after 7th minute is over, there will be grace of 30 seconds to complete the speech. Otherwise, the speech will not be considered for reckoned for voting. And for table topic, it would be 2 minutes. At 1 minute, there would be the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, there would be the orange card. And at the end of 2 minutes, there will be the red card. Similarly, 30 seconds grace is given to complete the speech, beyond which the speech will not be considered for evaluation. I mean, for voting. And for evaluation, there are 3 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, 2.5 and 3 minutes, these 3 minutes sheets, all the 3 cards will be flashed like the other speeches. And each speaker is urged and requested to make use of the time optimally, that is to speak to the maximum extent possible to leverage the platform and not to exceed the grace time, so that it would be a better interacting experience. Thank you. And I will be presenting the report when the general evaluator calls me so. Thank you very much. Now I would request the R counter, Toastmaster Manoj, to brief what is exactly the role of the R counter is.
While speaking, if we take on a lot of pauses in between or use crotchword are like a old man working with a stick. You know, when all this, if you appear again and again, that's not only eats away your valuable time that you are sharing with others, but also becomes little bit boring for the audience. So what I'm going to do is look for those where you can improve further. And next, I also am the grammarian, if I'm not wrong, or am I only the counter?
Grammarian has been taken by Toastmaster Gaurav.
Okay,
I
great.
shared the word of the day.
Sure. So with that, over to the G of today's evening.
Yeah, Manoj, if you want to take the grammarian,
No, it's okay.
The grammarian role is still continues with me, Gaurav.
Yes.
yeah, I'll take it up.
Please introduce yourself as a role player of grammarian.
Thank you, TMOD, Pravat. And today I'm really very excited to conduct the last meeting and be a part of your team for the general evaluation. And today I will be performing the responsibilities of grammarian. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to see the usage of the word by all the speakers who speak today, some good quotes and idioms which we all use, some inspirational message what we intend to give as well. So these are the thoughts, and as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to introduce you with the word of the day. And the word that I have selected for today is propensity. What does propensity mean? It means an inclination or natural tendency to behave in a particular way. An example of this sentence is, it is better to look for those tulips with a natural propensity to repeat the performance. Right. So something which comes naturally. So this means the word propensity. And I encourage all the users for today to use the word of the day as much as possible. Further, coming to the role, I will share my report at the end of the meeting or whenever called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, everyone, and have a great meeting today. With this, I hand it back to you, TMOD.
Thank you very much, Gaurav, for precisely mentioning the role of a grammarian in this evening, because in the absence of both of you, I mean the R counter and the grammarian, the speakers would not be able to assess themselves. You are the mirrors, in fact. Thank you. And others, I would like to take in the opportunity to welcome Samriddhi. Hi, Samriddhi. Good evening and welcome to this club. Do I spell your name correctly? Samriddhi?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. No, sirs, please. You can take my first name, Pravat. And where are you from?
Sir, it will be very okay. Sir, I'm from Maharashtra.
Maharashtra, Mumbai.
No, Chandrapur district, Vidarbha.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. be here so that we can, well, we are conducting the meeting. I'm sure you will be, this will be a great interacting experience. And we'll take your feedback later. So please stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. So before any further delay, I would like to start the first event of this speaking order. The first speech is scheduled for the Ravinder. She is presenting a level 1 project 3 speech in the persuasive influence pathway. And her evaluator would be Toastmaster Gaurav. And Toastmaster Gaurav is an engineer by profession, and he has more than 17 years of experience in this corporate world, and he's from Prayagraj, where there is a confluence of Gangotri, Yamunotri, and Saraswati. And he would be evaluating Toastmaster Ravinder Kaur, and Toastmaster Gaurav loves traveling. He is goal-oriented and curious about topics on astronomy, geopolitical discussions, and loves a lot of traveling and driving, and not more the least playing cricket. He's having a lot of fun in the cricket. So currently he is placed in Durgapur in West Bengal. So let me welcome Toastmaster Gaurav to give a brief introduction about the speaker of whom he is going to evaluate. Over to you, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, TMOD, Pravat. So, one correction, I am a chartered accountant, not an engineer. I am working in General Electric. So, but that's fine. That's fine, whatever it may be, but that's fine. But today, I am really privileged to be a evaluator of somebody who has been the backbone of our club. Today, our presiding officer, Ravinder, will be attempting her level 1 project 3 speech from the pathway persuasive influences. The time allocated to her is 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, please note the time. Time is 5 to 7 minutes. And the areas where we will be focusing on her speech today will be the vocal variety and the body language. So these are the two benchmark that has been established for today's evaluation. Apart from that, we expect a lot of experience that we are going to have from Toastmaster Ravinder as well. So we are really excited to hear the thoughts and from Ravinder because our topic is a powerful motivator. With this, I wish all the best to Toastmaster Ravinder, and I hand it back to you, TMOD General Director Pravat.
Thank you very much. In meanwhile, can I request to give me the rights for presentation, because no, I just got it.
Rights have been given.
Thank you. Just a second, please. Just a second.
You are sharing your screen, sharing your card, green card. Kindly remove that.
Just a second, just sharing. Green card, is it visible now?
Yeah, green card is visible.
Yes.
Till the 5
Yellow
minutes,
is
you
there.
can remove this card.
Orange is visible?
Yellow is there. Yeah.
Yellow is there, red is there. Yeah, we
Red
can
is
see
there.
all the.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I will do it this way only.
Shall I start?
Just a second. So, today's first speaker, Toastmaster Ravinder. The topic is a powerful motivator. A powerful motivator, Toastmaster Ravinder. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Pravat. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Rightly said by Mahatma Gandhi, father of our nation. Greeting Toastmasters and dear guest. Today, I would love to discuss a mind-blowing topic that shapes our lives, that guides our decisions, and ultimately defines our success. That is power of purpose. We all are here because we want to improve ourselves. We want to connect with others. When we understand our purpose, it enhances our journey in Toastmasters and develop our personal as well as our professional life. Let me share one story from the book Alice in Wonderland that is written by Lewis Carroll. In that book, Alice asks Cat, there are two paths. Can you tell me where should I go? The cat says, it depends on you. Where you want to go? Then Alice replied, I don't know where I should go. Then cat says, it doesn't matter which way you go. So it's crucial to decide what do you want in your life. If you know what do you want in your life, then you will get to know how to reach there. And this how will take you there position. I have another story with an inspiring message. There was a boy named Rahul who loved listening to stories, especially the stories of tales of brave heroes and their adventures. Still, he felt unsure about his own life. One day, he met an old man who noticed his thoughtful expression on his face. The man asked, why are you so worried, young man? Then Rahul said, I want to do something that matters a lot, that heroes do in the film, in the stories. Then old man smiled and said, every hero starts by helping others. First, you need to find your purpose. It can be small or big. After listening to old man's advice, Rahul decided to help elder people in the neighborhood. He began to visit them, assist them in their daily tasks. And with this, he learned about the stories of bravery, stories of kindness, and story of their life. He realized that he was making them happy. And in return, he was feeling happy himself. Through these small acts of kindness, Rahul discovered the purpose to bring joy to others. In Toastmasters, we gather to develop our communication as well as leadership skills. But have you ever asked yourself, why did you decide to be here? Is it to become an effective speaker, or to build confidence, or to foster connection with the like-minded people? Whatever your reason may be, recognize it as it is a part of your purpose. It will transform your experience. Every time we take the stage to speak, we have an opportunity to connect with the audience, with the purpose. When we share our purpose, we invite others to connect with us in a deeper level. And this connection creates impact of our message. As we continue our journey in Toastmasters, I encourage each one of you to consciously reflect on your purpose. Let's embrace every opportunity to speak as a chance to express our purpose and inspire others around us. Purpose is not a word, it's a powerful motivator. Let's motivate each other with our inspiring words. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Pravat.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ravinder, for completing your speech and giving such a fabulous inputs about how our journey is and how the role of a motivator, what should be a motivator in our life. Yeah. Over to my back to the theme of today's theme on New Year resolutions. Just to give an intro to the guest Samriddhi, that today the Toastmaster of the day, that myself, I have chosen a theme of New Year resolutions, and we have discussed some points on why the New Year resolutions are not getting sustained, and how we relate ourselves and how we behave regarding our New Year resolutions. So just help me. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Thank you. So, uh, uh, prior to at the beginning of the meeting, I was sharing some of the critical questions, that why the New Year resolutions are not sustained. What are the resolutions that usually most of us take, but we keep on repeating every year? And now, let me ask a basic questions. Now, let me address the basic question rather. Why resolutions are required at all? So, in a nutshell, its resolution is nothing but a part of a goal, a small goal. We have a larger vision, and we have broken into smaller goals in line with our life purposes. And part of that goal to achieve in a certain time and with much efficacy, we develop a propensity to work upon it. And that is why resolutions come. I will achieve this goal. And that is why we keep on bringing our resolutions at the end of the year, when we realize that we are not achieving these goals. I had resolved to go achieve this goal. I have not achieved. Let me reframe it. Let me change it the way it may be a bit easier to achieve in the next year, so that we resolve at the end of this old year, and we come up with new ideas of implementing it, improvising it, so that it becomes more lovable journey while achieving the goal. And what type of resolutions are really required? I have, though most of us have answers, but I would precisely like to mention, and I have made an abbreviation to remember easily. It is, what type of resolutions and what type of goals do we really need to have in life? First is health. Health is something that we cannot simply ignore, because this is, once this is at stake, your wealth, your reputation, your credentials, your personality, everything is set apart. No one is going to care about you, not even yourself. So health is the utmost point. While taking new resolutions, we should have in mind. The next is relationship. Once your relationship with yourself, your family, or our family, our friends, closed ones, and loved ones, if it is sustained, then life becomes meaningful, purposeful. We are healthy, we have a good relationship, that really matters. And then comes career. Career, in the sense, whoever is working like an employee, or whoever is pursuing an entrepreneurship, or who has rendered himself or herself as a volunteer. All of that three I have clubbed together as a career. So regarding career, what career we need to pursue in life, and what investment strategies, what wealth creation strategies, what promotional, where do I see myself in 5 to 7 years, 10 years hence, and what services do I need to render to the society, all they come together under the career. And wealth, because without wealth, all our whims, all our spending capacity, all our access to basic amenities in life, they cease to exist. So whether we want or not, we need to create wealth. It depends from person to person, depending on the requirement. But this is not a hard fixed rule for anyone. But there should certainly be a wealth creation strategy for everyone to have a healthy and long, good and rich life, and at the same time to contribute to those dependents as well as for the social causes. So wealth creation is mandatory. And last but not least, this might appear to some people as redundant, but it is spirituality. Whether we are aware or not, we are spiritual. We are spiritual beings in a physical body, not a physical body having a spirit. We are spiritual bodies having, and realization of this alone is sufficient for this New Year resolution that to be more about the spirituality. So I will take this forward subsequently, and let me get back to the second speech of this evening. And the second speech is by Toastmaster Manoj. And for his evaluation, I would request his evaluator, Toastmaster Pravat, and who's none other than me. Over to you, to evaluator, Toastmaster Pravat. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And let me give a brief introduction about the evaluator also. The evaluator, Pravat Ranjan Behera, is from Odisha. Right now, he works in a bank in Mumbai. He has been there for the last 1.5 years. He loves to learn and grow and find the best and try to explore the best in life, whatever field he chooses. And he's in a quest to discover himself while being in this professional journey. And he loves reading books, exploring and seeking what life has in store. He has been in the Toastmaster journey since 2021, and he tries to keep on learning from this platform to bring out the best in his life. Thank you. Now about my speaker, today's target speaker, Toastmaster Manoj. He has been into defense, one elite field. Now he's in Odisha. He loves Mother Earth, and Mother Nature, what I recall. And for that, he's a minimalist, he is a vegan, and he tries to bring down the minimum carbon footprint in Earth. And he tries to see the Mother Earth thrives because of all our combined efforts. And he has been a good contributor to the growth of this club. And through his speeches, many people have been inspired in the past of what we have observed. Today, without choosing any specific pathway or project, he's just going to deliver a speech. It's a practice speech entitled Give to Live. Thank you, Toastmasters of the day. Thank you, evaluator Pravat. Toastmaster Manoj, Give to Live. Give to Live, Toastmaster Manoj. Next 5 to 7 minutes is yours. Thank you, and over to you.
Not only Rahul in the story of Ravinder, but we all have that propensity to listen to stories. And today is a story time. Long ago, there was a mango tree atop a hillock, and there was a little boy, school-going boy. Scene one. There comes my little boy. He's going to climb on my branches and going to pluck those luscious mangoes. I love him. I wait for his arrival every day. I'll treat him with the sweetest of mangoes today. Climbing up the small hillock, bit exhausted though the little boy arrives. But as he comes closer to the tree, his joy flows out and he runs across and grabs hold of the tree. Today, math teacher praised me. I got 10 out of 10. I feel like a king. Let me make a crown with the leaves of yours and let me wear that crown on my head. Yes, but I'm feeling hungry. Let me have some food. The tree shakes its branches and few luscious mangoes falls on the green carpeted grass. Oh, they're so very lovely and tasty. They're so very yummy. Thank you, everybody. I've got delicious mangoes to satiate my hunger. But it is time to go back home now. Scene 2. It's Christmas Eve. There's joy in the air. My boy hasn't visited me. I wish I could be his Santa. I hope he's fine. I hear that familiar footsteps. Oh yes, there he comes. He has grown to be a handsome young man. Oh, lovely. I feel so very happy to see him. My boy, come, climb up me and start playing like you used to do as a small kid. I'm no more a kid to play peekaboo, a hide and seek. I'm a young man. I want money and I want to start a business with that money and get married to my sweetheart. Don't worry, my boy. This year, the weather was so very conducive. I have a bumper crop of mangoes. Pluck all the mangoes and sell it in the market. The money that you're going to earn, invest that in a business as well as get married to your sweetheart. But don't forget, send a basket of the sweetest of mangoes to her. Scene 3. It's been more than 10 years. Has my boy forgotten me? Anyways, he must be busy in his business and, of course, his married life. But I want to see him. Oh, again, I hear those footsteps. They're quite familiar, but he looks like a middleman, grown a bit old. I could find, looks a bit tired though. I wish I could help him. Welcome, my boy. Long time no see. I'm facing a roller coaster ride in my business ventures. I need a boat to export my goods to far countries. I do not have enough money to buy one. Oh, my boy, don't worry. I have become old. I've stopped bearing fruits, but my trunk is solid wood. You can cut it up, chop it up, give it to a carpenter for a boat to be built for you. Scene 4. It's been decades long now. The autumn season has come. Trees have shed their lips. It is all looking very, very dry. I do not know how long I have to wait. I do not know how long I'll be alive. My roots have started drying up. I hope I can see my boy before I breathe my last. I hear some footsteps, quite heavy though. There's someone is coming. It is bald-headed, a old man. Are you my boy? Yes, I am. My boy, I was waiting to meet you, counting my days. But today I have nothing to offer you. I have just the old stump. But you can always sit down and narrate to me your life story. The boy, now a old man, sat down. Their breathing was in sync. Then there was silence, absolute silence. Mother Nature, our big mama, teaches us the principle give to live. And Mahatma Gandhi said, nature has enough for everyone's need, but not enough to satiate anyone's greed. Dear friends, let's think and be a minimalist to reduce our carbon footprints and plant more trees. Let's give to live before we finally leave. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Manoj, for an live, energized, and animated speech. Really enthralled to be a part of this evening. And thank you very much for giving more than what you really could this evening. Thank you. Over to a couple of minutes to cover some of the topics so that we can start the TTM session. Sorry. Is my question screen visible now? Thank you. Thank you. We were here at what type of resolutions are really required, that there were health, relationship, career, wealth, and spirituality. Based on these, we can have 1 to 2 goals around and we work upon them so that our life becomes more fulfilling and resourceful. And what is the scientific approach to sustain these resolutions? Why? Because we are unable to sustain these resolutions. We keep on repeating those resolutions throughout each year after year. So to go to this to know before this approach, we need to understand why resolutions run out of steam. If we know or we could find a way to explore why resolutions run out of steam, then we will work in a counter when I have a counter approach to sustain the resolutions. So in order to know why the resolutions run out of steam, I need to go to the next slide. Why the New Year resolutions dry out soon. Because most of the time, our resolutions at times may appear unrealistic, because resolutions are synonymous with goals. So most of them may end up to be unrealistic. To lose 5 kg in 1 month by end of 31st January. Don't torture your body. And I have to run a marathon in 1.5 months. No, our body is not designed in that way. To earn 5 lakhs in 3 months. There's no shortcut. So let's be realistic in our approaches while taking the resolutions. And lack of focus and motivation. When I'm discussing about focus or motivation, it is the real impetus from within, the urge, the propensity to move forward to achieve those realistic goals or resolutions. And what is the origin of this focus and motivation? That is actually comes when, what is the purpose, to understand why at the first place did we set a resolution? What is the purpose of our life? What are the real goals of my life? Why at all do I need to set a resolution? If this is clear at the beginning when I make resolutions, then at the time of reviewing, I can have that momentum, that motivation, that focus with the help of someone. If I myself am not sufficient, then overestimating our outcome, the one that is connect to the first point, that having unrealistic outcome of our initial efforts during the first 1 or 1.5 months, the momentum must continue with small efforts so that that becomes a part of our routine and a habit, so that our outcome we overestimate. We will have that much outcome in 2 months and 1.5 months, and underestimating our efforts, because our insignificant efforts to the smallest efforts, repeating and bringing it into our daily life as a matter of our daily practice ritual, be it morning walk, be it savings, monthly savings, be it reading, be it writing, journaling, practicing gratitude, meditating, practicing yoga, doing exercise, going to the gym, whatever suits to the individual. If that becomes a part of a routine at a scheduled time for certain time, maybe at 7 a.m. for 10 minutes, that's a realistic approach. For at 5:30 for 1 hour may not be sustained to start with. Let's start with reasonably 6:45, 15 minutes. That's a reasonable timing and reasonable period. And not tracking and reviewing your progress. Once we have started, how many times I have stopped going to the gym? How many times in last week I have not meditated? In how many last few months I have not saved? I have not created an SI, standing instruction, or SIP. Until unless we review periodically, it may not be sustainable. Again, we'll fall into that same trap of missing the resolution and making a new resolution, that's the repeating resolution again, and lack of accountability. If there is no accountability partner, what I call, find some accountability partner who is having a similar attitude, similar goal, and whom you rely upon. If you bring that person to your life, you share your goals and resolution with her or him, and him or her with you, then becomes accountability partner. While reviewing, review both yours. Share your resolution with her. How has been your journey so far, and how is his or hers? So this becomes a mutually benefiting and mutually progressing persons in view of their gradually goals being realized to some extent, and towards the end of the year it may fully realized, or at least the path has been laid down. Lack of planning, execution, and support. Planning, execution part that I have discussed in first 2 points, and support in terms of either from accountability partner, or you can take off an expert, or you can take support of any application. There are so many applications coming, like to-do lists, like calendars, Google Calendars, like any other app that offers help, in-person help virtually to improve your productivity. Those come with some charges. And when during the any part of time when any of us just thinking of dropping the resolution, just give it a thought alone. Why did I start this resolution? What is the thought behind my taking up this resolution for the next year? If the purpose is clear, if the purpose is compelling, and I have enough propensity to grow myself to a higher version of me, then certainly I will not drop. I will restart. Like in the 12th fail exam, they quote, restart. So with this, I would go to the next session. Thank you for your patient listening. The next session is found field and it's a table topic of the session. Table topic. Today table topic master Toastmaster Gaurav is eagerly waiting for me when I will be dropping this topic and I will moving to you. And with a detailed and enjoyable session, I will hand over the mic to our today's table topic master, Toastmaster Gaurav. Mr. Gaurav, over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, TMOD, Pravat, and really I like the root cause what you have listed out, that why we are not able to plan what we have. So something I think that is very good. I think that is a better planning from my side. So at least your views help me into introspect on few of my improvement points as well. Anyway, coming to the topic, and today I am very excited to go for the table topic because this is the last meeting for today. But before I start the table topic, I request everybody to just switch on your minds and first let me know why this table topic is important. What does it helps to improve?
To speak impromptu,
Yes.
to learn thinking skills, to learn organizing and organizing
Learn,
thoughts. Yeah.
learn, organize,
And finally to deliver the message.
learn, organize, deliver. Yes.
In my
So
opinion,
basically,
a simulated platform giving us an opportunity to practice how to talk with unknown people, especially in formal occasions, to listen, organize, deliver.
correct. So basically, it helps us to improve four major skills. First is hearing, because once you have to answer, you need to hear it out. Then organizing. Once you listen the question, organize your thoughts. Third is learning. Third is deliver, and fourth is learning. Right. With this, I like to start the topic immediately. And the way I have planned for today is that I will first throw the question to all the audiences, and then I will select the speaker. Right. So we start with the warm up question. And the warm up question is, what is your weekend plan? What is your weekend plan? And for this, I would like to choose Toastmaster Ravinder.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster, table topic master, for this beautiful question. But for everyone's surprise, I have not planned anything what I will do on this weekend, as tomorrow is a Sunday and from yesterday it's raining outside, so I have have not planned anything for Sunday. I will stay at home, spend some time with my family, and as obviously have some snacks with tea and coffee. But still, in the coming year 2025, we will plan to visit somewhere in a hill station to change the atmosphere, because from last 2.5 years, since the day I have joined the Toastmaster, I have never went for the family outing. So we have planned for that in the in the first week of the Jan. So we will go there. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravinder. And I think the question was in relation to the last weekend of the year. And at least I encourage that we should end the year at a high note. So plan, enjoy, and celebrate. Coming to the next question. The question is, who is your favorite guest? The question is, who is your favorite guest? And for this, I would like to choose Toastmaster Manoj.
Happy evening, all of you. My favorite guest is standing in front of you. And I'm not exaggerating it. Mind you, I'm a guest within this frame and I'm aware of it. I became aware about 10 to 15 years back. Before that, I used to think I am this. And that awareness brought a lot of changes. Or else the propensity was, there's no difference between you and me. The man winking at me from the mirror and me were almost synonymous. But then I found the difference, a split in that. And that has made me what I am today. If you ask me resolutions, I do not take any resolutions nowadays. The main resolution is limit my wants. My bucket list is completely empty. Why? That emptiness is what I want. Yes, that emptiness is what I resolve to attain. So that difference between me and the person, the present, who is standing in front of you, that distinction is making me take a path of being happy, being wealthy. Yes, when you have nothing, you do not want nothing. Because when you are born, we were in the birthday suit that didn't have any pockets. And the day will be taken to the burial ground, the white sheet wrapped over us will have no pockets. So I have no kind of wants or desires. So being nothing is what I want to attain. With that, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. You took the topic to a different dimension, and I really loved it. It was a completely new dimension because when I was drafting the question, I thought, who is my favorite guest? So every morning at my home, there is a bird, Mena bird, that comes to our kitchen and she knocks the glass of the kitchen, and until unless we feed them, she will continuously knock it. So really, we enjoy the time that we are spending with that fellow little guest. But I think I really appreciate the dimension that you have taken on this topic. Good one. So the next question, coming to the next question, uh, do you talk to yourself? Do you talk to yourself? And for this, I would like to choose Samriddhi. Can you take this question?
Thank you, sir. I will really try. This is my first meeting, so I'm
Samriddhi,
nervous.
so Samriddhi, so before that,
The question is, do I talk to myself? The answer is yes.
Yes.
I often talk to myself because I like it. The way my thoughts are, the way of reflection. I get the chance to know my thoughts, the chance to organize it, the chance to reflect it, and chance to improve it. So I often do the journaling part every single day, not only writing it, but often reflecting while I'm walking in the garden, or while I'm doing some work. So I often do these things. It is a source of inspiration for me to uh, take a little step forward to improve myself. So this is, I think, the very first step where I have come here and I'm talking here. So this is also my the way of self improvement only. And this habit, for instance, 2 to 3 years, it has helped me immensely to grow myself and take myself out of the comfort zone. So I think this habit is really a game changer for everyone. So as I've read a book that is of Marcus Aurelius, who talks about meditation. So that book is a source of inspiration for me to always reflect whatever you are doing, whatever you are thinking. And as Manoj sir also have talking about the minimalistic. So I'm actually following that. So that is also a very dear topic to me, where this simple step of talking to myself has guided me to take a minimalistic step for environment conservation. And even Ravinder ma'am has also talked about the uh, purpose of life. So that was also a very single step which has helped me to come here. And this is also my resolution, which Pravat sir has taken. So all the three topics have converged here, and this is my new small step, which will give me opportunity to move forward. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Smriti. And first of all, we ever during your speech ever didn't realize that you were speaking it for the first time. It looks like you are a professional speaker. So that is point number one. And
Oh,
point number
that's
two,
thank you, sir.
you hit the question at bullseye. So that was the thought because for the self improvement, it is important that we introspect, we improve. So that is the most important thing, and for that we need to talk to ourselves that what I can do to improve. But nevertheless, coming to the next topic. Thank this one is good one. ah what is the worst advice you have been given? What is the worst advice you have been given? Okay, Toastmaster Pravat, can you take this one?
Sorry, could you repeat the topic again, please?
What is the worst advice you have ever been given?
Yes. So I need to keep my time as well. So let me start my timer.
No, I can time it for
I
you
will time you.
because
Don't worry. I will time you.
So many people will
you
time this,
focus.
and I will have to
You
speak
Yeah.
for
you
2 minutes.
will. I knew will not give you time. You have to start.
Okay. The moment you start, say me start, I will start. Because I don't know who is taking time.
Start.
Thank you. Pravat, work hard, you will become successful and rich. Wow. That's one thing that I got, this message I got in my early life to become successful, happy, and wealthy as well. Alas, little did I know that hard work alone would make you a good laborer, not wealthy, not happy, of course, not a resourceful person. So these type of advisories are being ingrained to simplistic persons like me with a propensity to grow in life and have a purpose in life. Then why do I negate that hard work is the way to success? Because this is the only way people have been doing, and when they become unsuccessful, they still bring to this concept to others' mind. You work hard, you'll become successful. So without knowing the purpose of my life, without bringing the necessary ingredients and the mentorship, how to do it faster and with the true intensity of improving with under some certain guidances and bringing self-exerted pressure, that becomes a resourceful person, and that leads to with a daily incremental improvement with self-discipline, dedication, and routines. Of course, with having an accountability partner and a mentor will certainly result in one's improvement, brings in success in his own terms, as well as having a fulfilled life. So hard work will make you successful. This might be the notion for the laborers, for those working in the field, but still those people are having their own ways of defining success. So hard work is the way to success. That is one thing that I have been really taken for granted, but no more. So how do you define your success? And what is the suggestions that you have taken that didn't work in your life? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pravat, and good thought. I mean, good one. Do I have time to go for 2 more questions?
Pravat, you can ask Gaurav. Only he is left with the table topic.
Are we on time, or can I take 2 more questions, please?
You can, yeah. One last.
Okay. Last one.
Gaurav, what is my timing?
Your timing is 2 minutes 26 seconds.
Okay, thank you. A question to Gaurav also.
And leave. I think its time is 9:07. So kindly start the general evaluation part.
Okay, fair enough. So
Yeah,
anyway,
please.
thank you. I think I will leave audiences with one question. Maybe you can speak to yourself, but the question is, what is your secret investment? What is your secret investment? So just ponder on this question, have your thoughts, go over it, and with this, I like to close the table topic session for today. Thank you, and back to you, TMOD, General Evaluator, Pravat.
Thank you very much, Gaurav, for bringing such wonderful topics, and especially at the time when we are at the end of the year, eve of the new year. Now I would pass the mic to the general evaluator for carrying out the evaluation of all the speeches and speakers. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I would now request the first evaluator, Toastmaster Gaurav, to present the evaluation of the speech of Toastmaster Ravinder. Over to you, Gaurav. You need to present in 3 minutes as discussed during the early part of the meeting. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you, TMOD General Evaluator. And first of all, I'd like to congratulate my target speaker, Toastmaster Ravinder, for successfully conducting her speech for Level 1 P3 of Project Persuasive Influence with a topic, a powerful motivator. A perfectly delivered speech. The speech has perfect timing, and speech was able to achieve the objective that we have set for today's checkpoints. The speech has 2 perfect stories, and the audiences were able to correlate the message, the difficult message that you wanted to express. And the story were perfectly aligned. The cat story and the Rahul story, they were perfectly aligned to deliver and connect with the audiences the difficult message that you want to deliver, the path you want to go, how far you want to go. So that was perfectly delivered. The speech has perfect pauses. The timing gap was perfectly fine, and you had delivered the speech in the standing ovation. It was perfectly fine. We can see the movement that you were having, which means that you were completely involved in the speech. So that was fine. Body language perfectly aligned. It was syncing with the flow of the words that you were speaking. So that was perfectly fine. One slight improvement, what I can feel maybe still, is that whenever you were delivering 1 or 2 times, I have observed that you were slightly becoming conscious of the fact that you were delivering. It was not coming naturally. So that I think you can improve upon. You are a seasoned, experienced speaker, so that was expected. Even though for level 1, I think that observation maybe maybe taken it for a senior level or maybe at a higher level of speech, but I think that was the only improvement aspect. On two occasions, I thought that you were still a little conscious. Maybe as a seasoned speaker, it should go at a free will. But apart from that, I think the contents were perfect, the delivery was perfect, and all the fellow new Toastmasters can see that speech as a sample of how to deliver the speeches for the level one. So overall, thank you, Toastmaster Ravinder, and congratulations for completing your level one P3. Back to you, TMOD General Related Pravat.
Thank you, Gaurav, for this presenting the evolution of the first speech. Just give me a second to note down your timing. No, I would request either Ravinder or Gaurav to time me while I'm presenting the evaluation of for the speech of Toastmaster Manoj. Thank you. Give to live. To start with, I have a propensity to listen stories. The moment I was going through the speech of Toastmaster Manoj, there were different varied emotions I was going through, rather taken through, just like a movie. And this would be a preferably, and I would term it as a masterclass of speeches, especially for those who are in the initial stages of learning different public speaking skills. From the varied vocal variety to a facial and hand body gestures, use of stages, and also role playing. Sometimes the plant, sometimes the person. And it is such a mix of wonderful jail of all those emotions and role playing and body languages that present a fascinating story to listen to, really glued to. I was going through I was really awestruck the way I was rather thinking that I was really present at the situation when the child was climbing the tree and the young adult was hugging the tree and the old man was sitting on the cotton log of wood. That is the power of public speaking, and that is the power of using your speech and emotions to engage with the audience. I really appreciate the way Manoj delivered the speech. There are a lot of nuances that he brought to the speech, though it's only mere practice space. The way he was bringing its emotions and constraining the voice, and the same time using the voice of a child. I do not want to see how small I am, and I need to play with you. At the same time, the old man grows, he has different emotions and different body languages altogether. And same at the same time, the old man becomes old, he brings a different emotions altogether. I have nothing to do. A great 5 minute, 7, 8 minute speech to listen to. So only one suggestion that I need to, if at all I have to offer, is I was expecting some personal experience that to bring to share in this forum while depicting the story. That would have been a more, rather more engaging. It was quite engaging, but it would have taken to a higher level, considering the stature of a speaker you are. Other than it's a fabulous, perfect vocal variety, excellent body language, marvelous role playing, excellent use of stages, and the transition using those examples and bringing back to square one. Give to live. What an awesome message that you also live this in your life. Thank you. please. Yes, start monitoring. What is my timing?
Your
Pressure.
timing is 3 minutes, 10 seconds.
3 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Could you give me a second, please? Pardon me for taking some time to monitor those individual timings to delivering.
Till the time you can invite our counter and grammar.
Yes, just done. I'm done. Now the evaluation have been just over. So moving back to the next role player, that's the timer. So I would request the timer, that is Pravat, Toastmaster Pravat, to present the details of times of taken by the respective speakers. So please allow me to present. Is my screen visible now? Hello? Thank you. Today's those two speeches that Toastmaster Ravinder took 5 minutes 14 seconds and Toastmaster Manoj took 8 minutes and 34 seconds. This is exceeded by the permissible time of 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I request and urge to be more mindful of the timings that they're taking to while delivering their speeches. During the table topic session, Toastmaster Ravinder took 1 minute 35 seconds, Toastmaster Manoj took 2 minutes 10 seconds, Toastmaster Pravat took 2 minutes 26 seconds, Samriddhi took 2 minutes 27 seconds. And during the evaluation, Gaurav took 2 minutes 41 seconds, Toastmaster Pravat took 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Almost everyone except Toastmaster Manoj could end up as per the scheduled timings allowed. So I would request request all the speakers and the role players to make use of the time optimally once again. That is to leverage the time till the time allowed, say 7 minutes, 3 minutes, or 2 minutes in the respective slots, and judiciously use and your speeches in transition to end at the proper timing. Thank you. And over to you, General Evaluator. I would now request the R counter, Toastmaster Manoj, to present the R counters report. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
Hello, everybody. We do have a propensity not only to listen to stories, but also bring a lot of home crotch words. But somehow, today they are all missing. Is it because of the new year? Maybe the new year resolutions are too strong for all of us. I couldn't find many crotch words, not even a single crotch word, to tell you frankly. Yes, Gaurav had 1 hour, Prabhat had 3 hours. It's because of the different hats that he's wearing today that brought in, because you have to start going from one hat to another hat. Sometime you come into this trap of or else all of those were flawless in their delivery. I couldn't find anything for improvement. With that, back to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Pravat.
Thank you very much, Manoj, for precisely bringing that observations for all of our consumption. Now, the request grammarian, Toastmaster Gaurav, to present the grammarian's report for today's evening. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pravat, and frankly, I really enjoyed it. Today's meeting, the speeches that were delivered by the speakers, so that was awesome. And the knowledge that I was able to gather with this 16 minutes time over there. So I've shared my screen. Just let me know once it is there. Once we can see.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good, great. So first of all, I would like to start with one good thing in terms of the usage of the language. I could not observe anything which I can give a better suggestion of. So overall, in terms of the usage of the language, I think we were perfectly aligned, and we have seen a quite improvement in our club over the last few meetings that we had as well. Right. Coming to the second topic, that was the word of the day, and the word of the day that was proposed was propensity, and it was used by Toastmaster Pravat 3 times and Toastmaster Manoj 3 times as well. In terms of some of the good quotes that were used today, the best way to serve others is to lose yourself. Choose your path as per your wish, and how far do you want to go. Very strong and powerful statement. And the quotation of health, relationship, career, wealth, spirituality, narrated by our TMOD today. So that was very inspirational as well. Then, give to live, a very strong statement, a universal topic. First, make routine and then set the target. This is something which everybody has to apply to set a target. Good one from Toastmaster Pravat. And important thing is, what is your why? And then limit my wants. So these were some of the good quotes. In terms of the pronunciation, I think we can improve the way we speak the word give. So that was the only improvement point from my side. With this, I like to hand it back to you, Toastmaster Pravat. So that was the grammar report from my side. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kaur, for precisely presenting the grammarian's report, especially through your presentation. Once again, congratulations. Now, I would present the general evaluators report. As the meeting started in time, though only 3 members were there. Further, Gaurav and one guest joined us, and it went well and started the way we had earlier planned. The theme of the day was the New Year resolution, which is befitting to this weekend. Gradually, the two speeches, superb speeches were delivered, followed by the table topics and wonderful evaluations. Due to shortage of required members in the group, multiple roles were have to be shared among the speakers and the role players, giving it a bit tough situations to handle. And this is the pressure. And when there is a pressure, there is a scope for growth. So let's take it positively. And at the same time, I would urge upon to bring more guests and members in subsequent meetings so that all of us could enjoy and give more to our single roles. And a few points that I would like to highlight that Toastmaster Manoj's speech was really, I mean, an excellent speech to watch upon if who would be who would be giving some time to reflect back and have the recordings later, because these are the platforms we need to access again and again for our self improvement. And one good example he said during the table topic session also, that he has an empty bucket list. It is too heavy a statement to fathom. I need to sit down alone and think. And he is the guest, and he has that awareness. That itself speaks volumes. So when you bring more awareness to your life, so that becomes the person becomes resourceful, and the environment and the people working around also become the beneficiaries. And as rightly observed by our co-toastmaster Gaurav, that guest Samriddhi didn't appear to be a first-time speaker, and the way she used the platform to handle a table topic, impromptu table topic, in 2 minutes 27 seconds, and covered almost all the areas, touched upon all the nuances because spoken by different speakers in minutes. That is really praiseworthy. I really appreciate. You're on the right track. Keep it up, and I wish best and have best wishes to improve in your life. And we are almost in track. So I would hand over this podium to the president to further choose the remaining form to complete the remaining formalities. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pravat. So, as today is the last meeting of 2024, so we are not going to conduct any poll. Today, all are the winners. Yeah, thank you so much for showing up. As we all know that showing up is more important than winning any competition. So thank you very much once again. And with this, I conclude the meeting number 172 officially closed. Now the session is open. First, let me click one picture, then we will stop the recording.